Hey guys, Liquid Fire here. Thanks for joining me again tonight. So, this probably looks really different from what you're used to seeing me open up with. So, yeah, this is Transport Fever 2. So, I discovered the other day that, let me turn the volume down a little bit here. Sorry, it's blaring in my ears. So, I discovered the other day that they had done a major update at the end of summer, beginning of fall, whatever. Late September, they did a major update. I didn't know it. Didn't see it until yesterday, I guess it was. And I thought, let me see what this update's all about. So I looked at it, read through some stuff. I was like, oh, okay, so some nice quality of life changes, things like that. But what was interesting to me is that it's the final major game update for Transport Fever 2. Now, normally end of life is kind of a bad sign for a game, but there's some scuttlebutt around that maybe they're working on a Transport Fever 3. So that could be interesting. So as you can tell here, I've not played this at all since like January 20th. Yeah, it's been almost a year. And when I was looking at this update, I realized that there was actually a DLC that I hadn't picked up yet. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'll go play the DLC and see how the new changes are. So sounds like fun. And I went to launch the game and just popped open one of the scenarios and noticed that it kind of looks like I hadn't done anything. So when I changed computers, apparently I neglected to pull the save file over. I may have it. I should have it as a backup somewhere. But I thought, you know what? Let's play around with this a little bit. Introduce you guys to the game because I know some of you haven't played it, and do a little replay. So I mean, I've played the game, I've ran some mods and did scenarios through there. I've done everything I can do with the game except for this new DLC, whatever it is, whatever's new there. I hadn't done that, but I thought, you know what, I feel like playing it, and since I have to start over again, which again I could probably go get my save file and pull it out, but I'm not too terribly worried about that. I thought maybe I'll just go ahead and start at the beginning and see if I can't kind of take you guys along for a ride and introduce you to the game. My initial thought was maybe do one of the first missions just to kind of show you the game and then see what people thought, but now I have no choice but to do the first missions. So yeah, if you guys are interested, hang around. I am no expert, so please don't expect anything amazing. I've played the game. I've beaten all the scenarios in the past, but that's also stopping like a year ago. And the game's not new. It came out in 2019, late 2019. So it's kind of a COVID era game, I guess you could say, because it really came into the market in the beginning of 2020. So yeah, it's an older game, but it's a ball. I really enjoyed it. It's a fun game. It's completely different from hunting, but it's fun. So yeah, we're going to do this. So hop on for the ride, and we'll see if we can't remember how things work and try to do something with it. I absolutely don't remember anything about the controls or any of that. I'm hoping that it kind of walks me through a little bit of it and muscle memory kicks in at some point. So let's get back up.
Welcome to uncharted territory, newcomer. Wanna get rich? then you're in just the right place. Gold Rush fever holds sway in Virginia City. And you lucky devil, you've won the mining rights for a promising claim in a poker game at the Red Dog Saloon. Soon, you'll be hauling out gold nuggets as big as a cat's head. Thanks to cleverness and luck at cards, you have a gold mine all your own. The former owner, a gallant saloon by the name of Susie, who plays a lousy hand of poker, already took care of the groundwork. And a practical woman, she left the necessary equipment behind too. Now all you have to do is to find the mine. Get an overview and find out where the riches lie.
Alright, so we just need to move the camera. Find this here mine. Trying to remember how to... So, actually I want to try to get to the settings. I guess we're pretty much cranked up. Alright. Easy enough there. So I'm supposed to find, well, I guess I need to
discover the entrance to the tunnel.
Oop, a little too far. These controls. Alright, yay, we
What a promising claim. Even though only a few boulders have been mined so far, that's no reason to lose heart. You'll just have to dig deeper. You ought to get hold of some solid timber from the nearby forest, so that the fine shaft doesn't cave in. The beams will be excellent for stabilizing the tunnel. Build a station where the horse carts can be packed with logs.
Yeah, we're going to turn this music down first. There we go. That's much better. All right. Now, so we need to build.
Explain to the sort of thick-skulled driver which route he should take. Explain to the sort of thick-skulled driver which route he should take. Now, there's got to be a small depot to park the horse-drawn carts, too.
So one of the things that they changed is getting these to automatically snap, apparently. So I don't know if it's going to be handy or not.
Set. Now, all you have to do is to get hold of a cart to transport the wood.
Alright, now here we need to make sure that we can carry stuff. So you've got passenger and cargo. This is the only one that actually carries stuff, so we're going to...
A sturdy vehicle. The transport can get started.
Alright, so now we got to assign it to the line.
It won't be long before it's possible to dig deeper. Well then, good luck.
Alright, how many logs does it need? I don't know how many logs it's going to need. We're going to go ahead and pick up a few more. What town is this? No, we just caught lumber. Now, one of the things you'll notice it's going really slow. You can speed it up here and make it bearable. It doesn't look like the mine's actually producing anything at this point. This should be attached, so this station should be attached to this supply. And this station should be attached to here. Okay, so they just didn't have any wood yet. So you can see here they've got wood coming out. So it'll take that lumber, or that raw wood, over here, where it'll be processed. In this case, used for the mine, apparently.
Ha! Not everything that glitters is gold. Maybe your poker partner was sharper than you thought. Despite all the hardship, the mine only brings in a few chunks of silver ore. At best, you ought to get rid of it before it ruins you. Luckily, you greenhorns constantly get stranded in Virginia City, who you can peddle that confounded pit to for good money. So, you got rid of the silver mine for a decent amount. Time to invest this money in a lucrative venture. And there's an excellent opportunity. All the ore from the mine must be transported to the silver mills down by the river. A railroad that takes over the transport would be a promising venture.
And it looks like we're going to have to build out the rest of the railroad. Alright, so let's put in our terminal here. Well, that is not... What key was it to rotate? There we go. Yeah. Oh, not too much soon. I guess I should probably pick the right thing. There we go. Oh, I don't even remember where to change the settings at for this. Over here. Okay.
The terrain is treacherous and requires a few very twisted curves.
Alright, so now we need to connect all this stuff. So click on tracks. And this is something new they've done as well, where it's got these little lines. So it's designed to make it easier to branch off your lines and stuff like that.
Build a railroad route that rapidly transports all the ore to the valley.
Okay, so we need to build a new line. We can do that.
A respectable railroad calls for a proper railroad yard. A truly well-done structure. Now it just needs to be connected. It's high time to buy a beautiful locomotive together with a few freight cars.
The Baldwin 6-wheel, so not exactly something new and fancy, but we will grab that, and we will grab... We'll do 3 of these. Let's do 4 of them to start out here. Not enough vehicles available. What? That's new. I don't remember not being able to...
What a handsome iron horse. Time to send it on its maiden journey. Ore transport is picking up speed. With a little luck, it'll make you richer than all the silver in Nevada ever could.
Alright, so you can kind of see over here. I don't know if I can get it to move. We've got ore already here ready for it to load up. So it'll pick this ore up, and it'll take it over here and deliver it, and then it'll run back.
Yes, the deed is done. The first train is rolling down the line. People are dropping everything to cheer your marvel of engineering. Don't pass up the chance to climb aboard and give them a friendly wave. Let's have a big round of applause. Hooray! There's no end to the rejoicing. It's all thanks to you. Thanks to your railroad, silver smelting is moving fast and furious. Meanwhile, all sorts of fine ladies and high-class gents get off in Carson City. Make sure they don't ruin their good shoes on the muddy streets. Find out about the needs of your future passengers. Your services are needed to the same degree everywhere in town.
So we need to build bus stops in Carson City. Okay. So depending on which side of the street you put it on will determine the way the flow goes. And we're probably not going to wrap around, so it looks like we're going to have to go out and back, so it doesn't really matter so much where they are. We'll do this one on the way back.
Make sure your coaches don't miss any stops. Build a depot where the horses can be hitched up and the coaches can wait.
I don't need a... Yeah, I guess it is. Is there somewhere I needed to put it? Doesn't look like so. Put it there.
Purchase a few coaches with horses so that you can get started.
So now we're looking for these cargo guys. And we're going to go ahead and put them on this new line.
Great. The first passengers are already waiting.
So now we're just playing the waiting game here to transport 5 passengers.
The Territorial Enterprise reports. A beast is up to no good in the area. According to eyewitnesses, it leaped from tree to tree, was at least 10 feet tall, had a shaggy black pelt, and enormous feet. Now, ask the reporter what it's all about.
Okay.
The reporter, a certain Mr. Clemens, has revealed his source to you. An old good-for-nothing by the name of Sam Hawkins. He's supposed to be in the saloon in Virginia City. Could be it means buying him a couple of shots of hard liquor before he comes up with the truth. The good man was happy to provide information. The monster got a few feet taller with each whiskey you bought him. The word has it that it gobbles up whole cows and picks the remains out of its teeth with a wagon tongue. Our informer thinks it's hanging around near the Ponderosa Ranch, if he's not mistaken. Now, old Cartwright and his son didn't take too kindly to your visit to the Ponderosa Ranch. Apparently, you're not the first to be hot on the monster's heels. The rancher claims that dozens laid siege to their land, but just when he was about to run them off, they hurried away towards Lake Tahoe with a paper hot off the presses in their hands. The Territorial Enterprise reports. The wild man is dead. His body was committed to the waters of Lake Tahoe, where not too long ago there was nothing more than a dreary two-bit town. A magnificent little city now flourishes, thanks to your transportation services. The locals even call it the Miracle of Carson City. More and more people want to try their luck there. Obstacles shouldn't be put in their way. Get into the passenger business. Your tickets will be the hottest item in town. Make sure that the rest of the world is finally connected to Carson City, a veritable boom town.
All right, so we just need to connect across here, and they're even giving you the area where to go. But we finished up the wild man, so we're just going to build some roads now. Although I don't know what is it looking for? Is it wanting a train? How do I get the mission back up? I don't even remember how to get the mission back up. It's definitely not that. I've done that twice. Let me pause it for a second. No, there's no warnings. There we go. Obviously. Oh, yeah. So they wanted train tracks, so I need to build a passenger station here. And apparently there's already one in Reno. So I just need to build tracks to over here. Alright. Get over here. So here I can take out a building. It'll cost a little more and automatically be connected to the road. Or I can build it somewhere out here and then connect it to a road, or build a road out to it. But we'll just do this. And now we'll build out of tracks. I don't have the other options to bring up the topography and stuff, but that's alright. Now you can build big long stretches, but the problem you run into is sometimes the cost will jump up real high on you because it's going to amend the land to lay the track.
Buy a train arrangement that brings people from all over the world to Carson City.
Anyway, so it'll sometimes end up either building tunnels or bridges or going and like adding a ton of dirt or whatever, and it just ends up costing a lot, so you gotta be careful. Three passenger cars.
Time to inaugurate the line from Reno to Carson City, the town built on silver. We're off and running. Everyone is dead set on riding your beautiful railroad.
Oh, I guess I probably should turn the game back on, let it actually
There's
run.
firewood up in Glenbrook that'll get the steam engines in the silver works puffing real nice. But watch out that you don't cross paths with the Cartwrights from the Ponderosa Ranch. They're not the kind of folks to tangle with. You barely got away from the Cartwright boys. Now get a respectable load of logs down to the valley as fast as possible before the ranchers come back again.
So which ranch do they want it from? I guess Ponderosa Ranch makes sense. So we need to deliver from there to the timber supply. Where's the timber supply? Alright. So this will cover the timber supply. We'll need to build a station up here. Truck station, I guess, would make more sense. So we'll build it here. Yeah, it's connected nicely. Nice and connected here. Some cargo vehicles. Build us a path from there to here. And then we'll call this, what are we going to call this? So now all we're doing is just waiting for these jobs to complete. So we'll be transporting on this train all these passengers to complete these, and then these trucks are going to be delivering these logs to complete the logs. I don't know how many it needs, but I'm guessing as long as it does one, it's probably going to complete. So this is the part of the game that actually can get tedious. That's just waiting for things to happen. Now, a lot of times what I would be doing instead of just kind of letting it go is I would be looking at trying to build additional things, connecting to different industries, maybe doubling up tracks so I can get more trains moving, things like that. But for this one, there's not a lot of options or you can do. So I'm just going to be kind of chilling with it. And I'm still trying to remember how things work. It's been so long that I'm forgetting stuff. I've forgotten stuff, I should say. And here we've got, you know, passengers building up to be taken over. You can get to the point where it overfills and you need to expand your passenger lines or your passenger waiting areas, things like that. But as soon as these guys get back, we'll have this done and we should have the wood delivered at about the same time, maybe a little sooner, maybe a little later, I don't know. One of the cool things with the game is you can kind of take it as in-depth and as realistic as you want to be. You can build out all kinds of different structures. When you're building out your trains and stuff, the actual tracks and the not the depots, the, what are they called? The terminals.
Thanks to the supply, silver ore processing is running at full swing, which means your silver business is doing splendid. The cluster of pathetic shacks has become the swankiest town in the whole West, where you find the most exquisite shops, the best saloons, and the loveliest ladies of ill repute far and wide. Many an opportunity suggests itself to spend those silver dollars you so richly deserved. Your railroad business is the real gold mine in the state of Nevada.
All right, and that's it. That's the entire first mission done. It's really simple, just a kind of a introduction. We're going to click on continue playing for now. Just an introduction to it. Again, well, January of... It's kind of weird. There's a few pieces to it that act funky at times. But overall, let's get these trains moving. Overall, I think it's fun. So I'm going to be playing it some. I want to try to figure out what these new missions are that I overlooked. And probably, well, maybe I'll go through and do a complete replay. If you guys, like seeing it or whatever, then let me know and we'll definitely do some more videos on it. I find I don't talk nearly as much because there's a lot more going on. It's where it's like Way of the Hunter, you're kind of walking and talking a whole lot. With this, be a quieter type of series if I do this. So let me know what you guys want. If y'all hate it and think it's just a complete and utter waste of time and nobody on earth would want to watch it because there are tons of guys doing it and getting into a lot of detail, that's cool. We won't do any. If you guys like it kind of as a just a bit of a change from the normal and think maybe you'd like to try it out, yeah, we'll record some more and keep on trucking. All right, we're going to wrap this up, guys. I appreciate it. If you do like it, please do the like and subscribe. Guess I should say happy building. I don't know, something. Happy transporting, I guess. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night, and God bless.